What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll be going over my 3 best NBA picks, as well as all my leans in today's slate. Before we get into the picks, if you guys are new to the channel, every time we sweep, I'm giving away 25 bucks and 2 weeks of free VIP to someone who likes the video, subscribes to the channel, and leaves a comment below. But let's just jump into the recap real quick. So guys, I've been pretty inconsistent lately, but I'm back on schedule and I'm going to be posting every single day. But you guys did not miss out on anything because yesterday was a bloodbath. But in my last free pick video, you guys can see Royce O'Neal. It gave you guys Royce O'Neal over 1.5 3-pointers made, Wagner over his PRA, and Grant over his points. So yeah, bad reads on these two here. I mean, Royce O'Neal literally took one actual 3-pointer. So there was no way we were going to cash that. Literally had no volume. And then Jeremy Grant was just, yeah, bad read for me. But yeah, in the VIP side, you guys can see, luckily, we hit a 3-man. Yesterday seemed like, just terrible. But, guys, 1 3-man for a 6x multiplier, we actually come out on top, profiting around a unit. So, yeah, you guys can see, I had this play right here. Luckily, Sonny Gray gets injured, and we reboot this play. Because Ingram, I went with the community, and yeah, you guys can see Ingram absolutely shit the bed. He only had 10 points and assists. He had a horrific game. This play right here, this MLB play hits, but Jokic, I needed you. Very slow first half from Jokic. He turns up in the second, but it wasn't enough. Yeah, in this play, you guys can clown me in the comments. I posted this play on the winnable free plan. Not even close. Yeah, this was probably one of my worst slips of all time for sure. But guys, there's positive variance, there's negative variance. You guys can see the other day, absolutely amazing. Turned $20 into 164 with this AX multiplier. MLB X NBA. Yeah, also cashed this 2-man here, Tatum, Wagner. But yeah, you guys can see up 30 plus units this month. A little inaccurate. I only profited around a unit today. Some of my books aren't linked because I don't know, they're down. Yeah, the 19th, I profited way more on the 19th. So, yeah, for full transparency. But yeah, you have to see it as a $10 to $20 better. Already up $3,000 of profit. So, since the start of the NBA season. So, if you guys are interested in the VIP group, this is the Discord where we post our plays, me and my team here. And you guys can see, I post all my plays in this channel. And then my mods, like Anthony, he has been cooking on soccer. Ryan, he's been cooking on money lines here. And point totals, you guys can see. He does MLB and NBA, so yeah. You'll be also getting access to the VIP chat where we have a great community for sure. So you guys can see all the wins just flowing from our VIP members here. So if you guys are interested, I have linked the winnable in the pinned comment and the description. I have just restocked free trials, so make sure to take advantage before it sells out because, it always sells out very quick. But let's just jump into today's free picks. So jumping into my first free pick, guys, I'm taking Jaylen Brown over 25.5 points. So jumping to props edge, guys, the best research tool on the market for literally any sport, NBA, NHL, MLB, soccer, tennis, esports. So if you guys are interested, code bankroll for 25% off. The link will also be in the pinned comment and the description. But jumping to my first pick, I'm taking Jaylen Brown over 25.5 points. So Jaylen Brown has been absolutely cooking this line. He's over 9 of his last 10 games, averaging 25.5 points. Now, you guys can see, I'm not just taking it because of the hit rate. I mean, the hit rate looks amazing, but first of all, you guys can see the matchup. They allow the 8th most points to the shooting guard position. And if you guys look at the defense, how he scores his points, you guys can see props edge already has a an insight here. This Sixers team is very weak against transition, which is how he scores 21% of his points. They allow the 8th most points to his main dominant player type. You guys can also see his other play types. The Sixers are pretty below average defending as well. And you guys can see his shooting zones. You guys can see the shooting zones, all that green. In the restricted area, he scores 30% of his points from there. I like this, guys. Yeah, guys, I like this matchup from here. And now, this game, you guys can see, it was a massive blowout. He only played 30 minutes, still cashed this line exactly at 26. So if this game stays competitive, guys, he's going to play, 35 plus. And with 35 plus, I mean, the hit rate is not going to change much because he's been absolutely crushing this line. But we can just, go to the minutes here. 35 plus minutes. I mean, he's over in every single game, guys. Let's look at his last 20. Yeah, guys, 30 plus minutes. He averages 30.4 points over in 85% of his games. Now, Tatum is back. Some of these games were without Tatum, but his usage rate is still massive. He's gonna shoot the ball a ton. I'm trusting Jaylen Brown as the number 1 or number 2 scoring option on the Celtics team to cash for us. So that's gonna be my first pick. I'm taking Jaylen Brown over 25.5 points. My second pick is gonna be Luke Kornet under 10.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So jumping to Luke Kornet here. So I like Luke Kornet on his under. So you guys can take a look. I'm taking Luke Kornet under 10.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So you guys can take a look. Luke Kornet has been crushing this line. He's over in 7 of the last 10 games. But I just think, given the minutes he's going to play, I don't think he's going to get the opportunity to cash this line. Now, in his first game against the Portland Trail Blazers, he did cash this line with ease. He dropped 17 PRA. Only played 14 minutes. But I don't think he's going to replicate the success. Now, he had an amazing game. Amazing, he played very good in this 14 minutes of time. 5 from 6 from the field, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. I just think he doesn't replicate the same success, because if you guys look at the minutes here, very tight rotation. I think he's gonna play less than 15. So, guys, less than 15 minutes. Take a look. In his last 20 games with less than 20 minutes, he's only over in 5 of his last 20, averaging 7.5 PRA. Let's just look at his last 10. Last 10 games, he's only averaging 8.3 PRA. He's over in 3 of his last 10. So, even though he just crushed the Portland Trail Blazers here, and he does have a good history against his team, but obviously he played a ton more minutes. I just think, yeah, you guys can see the data here. I think he goes under given the minutes he's going to play. If he kills me again and crushes it, so be it. So, yeah. I'm taking Luke Kornet under 10.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then my final pick is going to be Kevin Durant over 4.5 assists. I think this is going to be, based on the odds, it's the riskiest play out of the 3. But I think this is a pretty sneaky angle here. So I'm taking Kevin Durant over 4.5 assists. So you guys, this play, it is a plus money play. So it's on the riskier side. But you guys can see, Kevin Durant, he has been absolutely crushing this line. He's over in 9 of his last 10 games, averaging 7 assists. The thing is, guys, Kevin Durant is questionable. So he might not play. Also, yeah, he might not play. Also, he might be on a minutes restriction. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how his knee is doing, but yeah, you guys can see he's been absolutely crushing this line. And now he faces the Lakers. So this Lakers team, they do not allow a lot of assists. They allow the 10th least assists to his position. But if you guys take a look at how he gets the majority of his assists, look at the assist heat map here. He gets 48% of his assists from under the rim, and the Lakers allowed the 8th most assists in that area. So hopefully, he passes some dimes to Amen Thompson, and Amen Thompson can convert them. Also pass them to the spot up shooters like Jabari. So yeah, I like his assists here because obviously KD is the number 1 option on this team. And the Lakers, they're going to have some tough coverages for KD and force the ball out of his hands. And hopefully, yeah, he can dime up in this matchup. And there's a reason why, if you guys take a look at head-to-head. Now, guys, look at this season. Guys, this season, you guys can see he's only over 1 out of his last 3 head-to-head matchups this season. So this game right here, this game right here, and this game right here. But look at his potential assists. He had 10 potentials, and then 15 potentials assists. Unfortunately, these 2 games right here against the Lakers, his teammates could not convert. Only 4 assists from 10 potentials and 2 assists from 10 potentials. So, yeah, like if his teammates, normal conversion rate, both of these lines would have cashed too. So, yeah, I'm liking, guys. I'm liking KD, given his recent form. Yeah, recent form of his assists, and yeah, I just think Lakers. Yeah, the coverage is the Lakers are gonna give KD. I think he's gonna have a tough time to score, and hopefully he dimes up and cashes this out for us. So, yeah, I'm liking KD here over 4.5 assists. So that's gonna be the final pick in this 3-man play. You guys can tail this play on Dabble, guys. If you guys don't have Dabble yet, really recommend getting this app. I really love it. It's like Prize Picks plus social media. So you guys can see I got 22K followers on here. You guys can download the app and copy the play directly on there. But yeah, like I always mention, guys, feel free to take what you guys like, fade the ones you guys don't like, but that's going to be today's free picks. So before we get into the lean section, if you guys use code BankrollBrian on Dabble or any of my affiliate apps such as Parlay Play, Chalkboard, Sleeper, even Kalshi, except it's just code Brian, all you gotta do is text me a screenshot of you using my code, and I will hook you up with a 30 days of free VIP. Normally VIP is $35 a month, but you guys can join right now completely for free. No risk, no commitment. If you guys don't like it afterwards, you guys can just cancel. So yeah, if you guys are interested, you guys can claim that. Also, Pickett, guys. You guys can claim 5 days of free VIP if you guys use code BankrollBrian on Pickett. Just text me a screenshot as well, and I'll hook you up with 30 days of free VIP. Or no, 5 days of free VIP. So yeah, make sure to link a sports book. Yeah, I really recommend getting Pickett, guys, because it holds you accountable, and yeah, it just tracks all your bets, tracks how much profit you go up. Really recommend getting Pickett. So yeah, but let's just jump into the lean section. So jumping into the leans here, I was also looking at Dylan Harper. This line just seems pretty low to me. So yeah, Dylan Harper over his PRA. So Dylan Harper, you guys can see, obviously the hit rate is a bit misleading here because he's not gonna play a ton of minutes, but in his first game against this Portland Trailblazers team, he played 23 minutes, 3 from 7 from the field, 0 from 2 from the field. You guys can see if we just play with the minutes here, so he should play around 18 to 24. So 18 minutes to 20. Let's do 24. So yeah, you guys can see, or maybe let's do a little conservative. Yeah, 18 to 23. So guys, even with 18 to 23 minutes in his last 20 games, let's put with Wemby too, to make it more accurate. So with Wemby, with Fox, with Castle. So guys, with Wemby, yeah, guys, even with Wemby, Fox, and Castle, he's still over in what? He's still over in 8 of his last 10 games, averaging 21.3 PRA. I think this data is accurate. Hopefully. Yeah. In his last 20 games, he's over in 16 out of his last 20. Or 15 out of his last 20. I don't know why the hit rate is kind of off. Averaging 20.3 points, rebounds, and assists given this minute. So I just think this line is a bit too low. Also, against this fast-paced Portland Trailblazers team. And then if you guys look at shooting zones, you guys can see all that green as well. I just think this is a matchup where, yeah, Dylan Harper should be able to go over given his minutes here. So, yeah, I was looking at Dylan Harper. I was also looking at Paul George over 8.5 rebounds and assists, because if you guys take a look, the hit rate is not looking too pretty. He's only over in 4 his last 10 games. But keep in mind, this is a playoff game. He's going to get a ton of minutes. This game right here, massive blowout, he only played 28 plus. So if this game stays competitive, which I think it will, like if you guys take a look, with 35 plus minutes, or 34 plus minutes, he's over in, 6 of his last 10, averaging 10.5 rebounds and assists. And if you guys also take out Joel Embiid, without Joel Embiid, the hit rate gets even better. Over in 9 of his last 10. With this game right here, he went under by the hook. So, yeah, I was liking Paul George over 8.5 rebounds and assists. And also, in the playoffs historically, he actually has done really well in the rebound assist category. If you guys take a look in the playoffs, in this this Maverick series here, he went over in 5 of his last 7 games, averaging 10.7 RA. So yeah, I was looking at Paul George over 8.5 rebounds and assists. Another play I was looking at is Edgecombe 2 threes. I just think he's gonna get some open looks and good spots here. Like you guys see this game, he went 0 from 5. 0 from 5 from 3. But the matchup still stands. The Celtics team, you guys can see, they just allow a bunch of above the break threes. You guys can see all that green. That's how he scores 35% of his points. So, I mean, head to head, guys, he's gone over in every single head to head matchup except this one game where he just played them, where he only shot, only hit 0 threes, 0 from 5. So I was looking at Edgecombe, and then let me see. Do I got anything from the Magic game against the Pistons? I think Wagner, guys. Wagner has been a wagon for me. Like I've been just taking his overs every single game. He has cashed me 3 consecutive times, and his points line is still at 17.5. I think it's still in a good spot here because look, you guys can see his minutes has been ramping up. He was on a minutes restriction, 26 minutes, 29 minutes, 25 minutes in a massive blowout, and then now 32 minutes. So when he plays, 30 plus minutes, like guys, take a look. 30 plus minutes, he's over in every single game. Like, yeah, guys, you guys can see the hit rate is absolutely beautiful. Now, the matchup is on the tougher side, but guys, just given the minutes, he should cash his line. So, I cashed him in this game right here. He absolutely turned up in the 4th quarter. Does he cash us again? Who knows? But yeah, I was eyeing Franz Wagner over his points. But yeah, I think that's it for the free pick video. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.